New York, New York, the Big Apple. On top of a New York City courthouse near Madison Square Park, New York City has recently erected a gold monument of a demon woman with strange markings on her head. When I say golden demon statue, I'm not being exaggerated or amusing. Devoted to Ruth Bader Ginsburg and specifically to Ginsburg's support for abortion, the statue's creator told the New York Times that it is a part of a quitrent and vital cultural movement. We see in old New York that we erected golden demon statues on top of our courthouses instead of the stone and marble statues of famous lawgives allegories like Lady Justice because our old social mores reflected reverence for things like law and justice. This reckoning is underway as New York reevaluates traditional representations of power in public spaces and recasts civic structures to better reflect 21st century mores, idols to the human sacrifice of helpless infants. Since our society values hedonism and selfishness, liberals and artists view this as a good thing. According to sources, the beast's horns stand for autonomy and sovereignty. These seem like pleasant enough virtues, at least until you consider what they actually represent, but that's how it usually is. We look back on those ancient practices, idol worship and human sacrifice, and we all mock them as absurd and horrified at them even though we currently do exactly in every single aspect the same exact thing. The Israelites themselves, about 5 seconds after Moses went to speak with God, they started making a god of their own. I'm sure the ancient Canaanites thought themselves perfectly justified in worshipping Baal, and I have no doubt that the ancient Assyrians thought that it was a wonderful fine thing to sacrifice their babies to Moloch. The statue was compared to a demon and a terrifying culture that engaged in human sacrifice by Christopher Bedford, the executive editor of an upcoming journal at the Common Sense Society, who discovered it inside an archaeological dig. He said, "It is intended to disturb and spread ugly." The NYC courthouse has erected a statue of a gold-horned goddess to represent resistance and the right to an abortion. It resembles a monster in every way. The U.S. enjoys commemorating deaths. Amanda Ensing, the CEO and founder of Elevate Beauty, tweeted. A lot of remarks connected the monument to Slange, the dark prince and deity of excess portrayed in the Warhammer 40K board game. Many other people also voiced shock and disappointment at the new statue. Not just on the roof of the courthouse, not far away, the Madison Square Park has a new guest. The mythological-looking figure is 18 feet tall, gleaming, and covered in a metal hoop skirt. Shazia Sikandar, a well-known Pakistani-American artist best known for reinterpreting Indo-Persian miniature paintings, has created a brand new sculpture called She. She, as what she is called, looks like the big sister of the statue on the courthouse. Looked like to me Jezebel finally get a monument. Yes, people like this are never satisfied. Just like in the Bible with the statue of Nebuchadnezzar, they may want us to bow to the statue. So keep your eyes open and keep praying. But make sure you know who you're praying to.